Hello and welcome. I'm Veldrin. This is Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, Episode 1. And I figure it's been a while since I've played this, so we're going from Zero to Hero of Moga in, I don't know, roughly 20, maybe 30-ish days, depending on how hard I play. Alright. Take that, and my name, obviously. There's a little text bubble right here, so yeah. I have the second screen because this is done with Citra, not visible right now. But it's on my second monitor along with OBS. This is going to be done like a stream, meaning very, very little, if anything at all, in the way of editing, aside from what I can do with OBS. Namely, switching between my opening and closing screen, my gameplay screen, and a World of Monster Hunter app. But that's about it right now, so I'm overwriting my previous save that has like 30 hours on it. I'm not really that concerned about what information is there because I've played this before, I know what I'm doing. But it's been a while, so I want the refresher. Oh. How lovely. OBS is not wanting to work. Come on. God damn it. Time for troubleshooting. There we go. This will have to work for now. So, here we have the village chief, or rather the chief's son, one of the Moga fishermen. Girl in the reddish dress is the guild sweetheart, who I tend to call Aisha. That guy over there with the bones is the Wyverian artisan. We have more fishermen. Fishmongress. Farmer. And one of his lineans. Oh no, mysterious earthquake. The guy with the green robe looking thing and the white hair is the chief. The the good old days, back when it was all text-based, meaning you actually have to read. And good old Lagiacrus. Heard it's come to Wilds, though it was originally planned to be in Rise. Okay, so real quick intro for everything here. You see all of these little yellow text bubbles, chat bubble looking things? Basically is the game's way of saying, talk to this person, they have important things to say. And at the beginning of the game, basically just talk to everybody. You never know what you might overhear. Like this guy. Artisan. Friendly villager. She doesn't really contribute much to the game lore-wise, but sometimes she can give you a couple hints. Mostly she tells jokes. And particularly bad ones at that. But yeah, basically, Guild Sweetheart, or Aisha here, is the old school equivalent of the handler from World, or the two Livernian girls from Rise Sunbreak. Now, I'm real quickly gonna go and chat to everybody, disappear these urgent talk bubbles. Right, you won't have anything. This guy will basically take us between Moga and Tanzia, which is what he's saying right now. Also, he is one of two people in this entire game that speak with more of a Japanese influence. Now, there's the little screen in the bottom corner right now. We'll meet the other guy that speaks a bastardized mix of Japanese and English later. Much later. Well, I say much, but it's not really. More like about a third of the way through the main game. Alright. Talk to you. Oh yes, that's another thing. This was was back in the day when you had to actually, hunt. And you have to carry all of your equipment. There's no auto magic infinite sharpening stone. No barbecue pit either. Well, I say there's no barbecue pit, but it's not infinitely with you and it takes up space. Just like the whetstones. They take up space, and when it comes to this game, you have to be good at inventory management, or you're not gonna be good at the game. Yep. So you'll notice I swapped from sword and board to longsword. That's because I've used this weapon for quite a long time. It's what I'm used to, and it's basically my favorite weapon in the series. Now, let us find Junior. Also, very important thing. In a resource run like this, you have access to the little village map. Or not village, but area maps. Furthermore, this works off of cells. It's not like World and Wilds or Rise, where it's just open world. No, this uses the old cell system and is largely a pain in the ass. But it's also very useful because you don't have to worry about fucking... I would say Basilgoose, but he's not in this one. Deviljho, that's the one I'm thinking of. You don't have to worry about Deviljho sprinting after you for 6 fucking areas. He's talking about this now, which, if you've ever played the third game on the Wii, Monster Hunter Tri, not Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, technically the same base game, but Ultimate has a little bit of a better setup. Alright. Okay. Right. Have to manually stow the weapon, and running won't do it. Oh, right. I shut the blue mushrooms out of my inventory. Oops. Well, let's do that now. Let's get some more blue mushrooms, then we'll be able to make at least one potion. Also, you have to individually press the button each gather cycle. Oh no, you don't. Alright. Raw meat. Let's go talk to Junior. Now that we've got on and done that. Alright. You can even talk to this guy again here, but this is gonna be the last time you ever talk to him here. And after this, he basically just repeats it. Now, you might notice these big rocks that all have the same exact texture and setup. And they're in multiple areas. The deal with them is they block access to additional areas of the map. You want to get to those areas, you have to go and progress through the game. Otherwise, forever hold your peace, as the saying goes. Alright. Let's check item pouch. 7 raw meat. Let's increase that to 10. Carve you. Hopefully one of you will give me a bone. That's one thing I don't like about these games, is the RNG. It sucks. Like, royally sucks ass. Herbs have not respawned. That's fine. Alright. So I think what I'm gonna be doing for the first hour is basic village stuff. I'm really hoping like hell that I didn't get a bad loot table or charm table. Because if I did, it's gonna suck. Like, it will literally cut out all access to things like rust shards and ancient shards, which you'll kind of find out later is extremely important. Ghost Shards and Ancient Shards, as this game goes. Basically, they're really good weapons that you can only unlock by, as far as I'm aware, mining them in very, very unique conditions. Alright, so... let's take these out. Save real quick, because guess what? Old gen games, there is no autosave. Like, yeah, it'll save after every quest, but say you spend 2 hours on a resource run in Moga Woods. Yeah, you're not getting that back at all. It is very irritating. Now you'll notice that areas 5, 6, and 7, even though it calls it Area 4, are unlocked. The so-called Area 4 is actually not Area 4. The real Area 4 is right here, where my mouse is right now. It's not shown because we haven't progressed that far in the game just yet. When I do get that far, you'll see exactly why. Oh wow, that's rare. I know the whole shtick about crafting being perfect in the new gen games, like Gens 5 and 6, you don't have to worry about that, and with those you can even auto-craft. Oh no, you don't. It even shows in some of the keybinds that I'm pressing that I have played 4th and 5th gen. Let's get more mushrooms, more honey. Alright. Got some excited shrooms too, which is very nice. Those are used to make Farcasters. Ooh, snake bee larva. That's good. Ouch. So, I'm gonna stay right here for a couple minutes, and off camera, we will be cooking up our meat. I suppose I should say, after the first one that you get to a well done steak, you get this. And no, I will not eat right now. I don't need to. Alright, perfect. 10 perfectly well done steaks later. Let's go to areas 5 and 6. Nah, bruh. Gonna leave you alone. Deal with those assholes when I get my gun. Hello, my little friends. It has been a while since I've seen your fuzzy little faces. Or rather, your scaly little faces. Carve you quick. This is gonna hurt. Carve you. I framed that perfectly. Which is uncommon for me since I usually rely on positioning. Yeah, I'm one of those players. I dodge to change position rather than actually to iframe it. Why? Because I find iframing shit very difficult. One of you? Two of you. Perfect. Now we run our scrawny ass back to the village. I suppose I could genocide those guys, but I don't really want to. Besides, you can only carry 10 well-done steaks at a time. That much has not changed. Though what has changed is, in World at least, World and Rise. Don't know about Wilds, haven't played Wilds. In World and Rise, potions take time to consume. In 3 and 3 Ultimate, it's basically instant use. Alright, let's talk to Junior. Oh shit. There we go. Go and do the hunt report. Yes. Okay. By the way, if I say I'm going and doing a resource run, I'm probably doing this. It's just running out, killing a bunch of shit, probably big shit, and not really caring what I carve off of it. You know what? I'm gonna keep that for now. I mean, it's not like it's hard to get money in this game. It's really fucking easy if you know what you're doing. Alright. So now... scratch an ear. While I do that, we'll save real quick. Alright. Now we go talk to the smith, who should be up by the forge. And now... yeah, you don't really need the torch. Let's talk to the gal with the goods. And purchase some goods. Yeah. Yeah, you need to buy the tools as well, which, well, technically I say buy, but you could make them. There are ways to make them if you have stone, iron, or macalite. And what did I tell you earlier about Area 4? Right here. And the former Area 4 was renamed to Area 7, which is exactly as I said it would be. Oh. Well, my game is lagging out. Quit lagging out. Not good to have you do that. And you can notice the Kelby are coming back. Oh, yep. That figures. It was bound to happen. I never said it wasn't. Alright. And you know, guys, for years I always thought that these little rocks here were just there for decoration, that they didn't have anything important. Yeah, I was very much wrong about that. A lot of these little things like that can be quite influential. And knowing where certain resource sites are, like this honey over here, yeah, you'll understand why I say that in a couple episodes. This episode is just getting our gear sorted and getting the village quests. Not quests, but requests done. They're not actually, like, quests yet. But they are important, because if you don't do them, you don't get to make any progress. Yeah, look at how bright this is. Alright. Next, Should be a couple of nodules down here. There better be. Only 2 impacts, huh? And only 1 from that one. That's kind of irritating. Alright, sometimes they can spawn up here, and even up here, though that's uncommon. Let's get out of here. And now I'll show you this, but it won't work until we get the whole map unlocked. There are at least... No, there are 4 more areas, sorry. I almost said at least 3, but yeah, there's 4. 4 at minimum. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, 5. I take it back, there are 5 areas yet. Right. I'll do that. And now... Yeah, upgrade menu was very different back then in these older games. And this guy got a feline back, so... we can now... Oh. Well, that's ugly as shit. Apparently, one of the texture mods I have installed doesn't do much for something. Yeah, that should not be black in the background. Should be translucent. Hopefully this will be the only episode where I have to deal with, I'm not gonna say subpar graphics, bit lower quality. And right there, you just saw exactly what I meant about inventory management and shit. Oh, let's save right now. And then we will talk to the gal with the goods again. Alright, there's that. Talk with you. Bye. A shit ton of fishing harpoons and herbs. I shouldn't have done that, but I did. Oh well. Now I'll show you a little secret. It's not really a secret as it's shown on all the maps most of the time. But if you don't know what the lines mean, you're really not gonna know about it. So I am gonna show you through doing. The lines here and here on Deserted Isle, or Mocha Woods in this instance, are exceptionally important. And they're important for fast traversal. You'll note that the rest of the map is now unlocked, at least during resource gathering runs like this. Now if I go up here to Area 8, there's really only one way to do this. You approach either this ledge here, and you sprint off of it, and it'll take you to Area 5, or you do what I want to do right now for this case, and that is approach this side and jump off here, and it'll take us straight to Area 11. Big fishers. Very, very big. Junior, you call that a mullet? I call it a panfish. Only, that motherfucker needs a big-ass pan. And... okay. Be wary of the bounding boxes. So to do this with Citra, if you have a Xbox controller like I do, just approach these guys with your fishing harpoon selected and press Y. Do not use your weapon. If you use your weapon, they will swim away and then you won't get the credit for it. You'll get the credit for the kill, but you won't get the carve, I should say. And neither of that was what I was hoping it would be. Shit. Now... There's also a pretty tricky system for the underwater combat if you don't know it that well. You no longer have the iframe mechanic when you dodge, so you have to deal entirely with positioning. And positioning underwater is extremely important, even more so than on land. Because on land, if you're good enough, you can iframe through certain attacks, just like in the newer games. Down here, though, like I said, iframes don't exist, and your moveset, the moveset changes. It's still a very fluid combat system. It allows you to do a lot, but certain weapons are more limited than others. For example, above ground, on ground, you can, with longsword, make this double attack, stab, rising slash, and then fade slash. It's a staple combo of the longsword. Underwater, though, no matter how hard I press X, I'm not getting that second vertical slash. It's just not gonna happen. And now we have Return to Village as an option. Let's do it. This. And now everybody has something to say. Oh, it's just basically everyone saying, hey, you can go and get actual quests now. First, let's offload all this stuff. Talk to you. I will buy and send a box with it. At least with one of them. Alrighty. And I'm not gonna do that right now. This almost concludes the tutorial for Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, consider subscribing. I have a playlist card right above my head. In future episodes, they will also be there. Check it out if you want to see more. Hopefully, I will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day.